don't want to drop any games here in this group stage.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it's gonna work out going into the game here. I think a problem for for Klinks against the Weaver early on is that he doesn't have his ulti yet, right? He doesn't have the maneuverability, and you can get run down by a Weaver. So it's very volatile.
TSM this time are the ones that... oh, nope, they are smoked up over here on the side. I just saw the Ricky here without any smoke on him, but... we'll see the smoke on the side of Evo Keystars this time around. They do a little bit of a sweep.
Yeah, they did a sweep, but they haven't gone any ward planted during the smoke. So they come out of the smoke and still have both wards left to plant. Meanwhile, TSM just kind of holding area on mid here.
All the drawings all over.
I like the drawings.
Very nice, very nice.
I've always wanted to be a giant space. I've always wanted to be a giant space crab.
Payasos, okay.
Stun, 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 stun. That's no, Kasane, you do not have stun, 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 stun.
No, you don't. Bryle revealing himself first and foremost here. Let's try to slow him down. They've got a decent amount of damage, but again, Shadow Demon in position. The White Mon Shadow Demon, pretty well known.
Yeah, it's a pretty good hero to have on your team to try and break these initiations. So if someone gets charged, as long as it's not the Shadow Demon himself, he can always be ready to bail out whoever gets targeted.
I feel like this bottom lane's going to be uncomfortable. Just the power of Klinks. Again, it's a little bit of a question mark for me because he is going to be in the support position. But he's really annoying in lane, just period, right?
He is, but I guess the double range lane, I honestly find that Weaver, or that Klinks is... he's one of those hit or miss heroes. Either you completely bully or you get destroyed. And look at this start. He's taking a lot of damage. I think he's already in trouble.
This is not looking great for him right now. Don't have the Shikuchi up for a little bit longer, so CR will be forced to kind of just trade some hits. Give him a little bit more space.
Yeah, trading into two heroes though, not a great start there for the off lane here for Keystars.
Top lane
gets dropped in lane, so they can see the Weaver.
I feel like top lane should go pretty well for TSM. Bristle just really strong in general, plus those Flame Spirits coming out from Ahri will make it a little difficult here for King Jungles to be able to harass as neatly as he'd like.
Yeah, they did a good job cutting a lot of the trees as well with Bristle early, so not so easy for King Jungle to find an angle to help his Murta, but at the same time, it's a terrain protector. He should be able to provide pretty easy farm for Murta.
Drop the Tar Bomb over onto Motto. I feel like there's just going to be a lot of skirmishing. King RD does have to be very careful about his own positioning, though.
Yeah, he's dropping kind of low. He has that blood grenade ready as well if something happens. Try and catch the enemy stepping too far out. Mid lane, we haven't talked about it too much, but let's make a check-in, and we see a very, very sad analog.
Yeah, I would say Bryle is the more skilled player here in this mid lane. Ooh, yep, bottom lane. He will end up being the first blood.
Yeah, that was a nice run, and that's exactly what I mean about the lane being volatile. You have no repositioning tool, so if you get caught out with a disruption like that, the Weaver just kills you. But yeah, this mid lane right now, 6-1 versus 13-8. This is an outclassing in the CS.
And a little bit more pressure being placed onto Motto, but doesn't yield much other than just making him Shikuchi away.
Oh boy, Bryle even gets the banner creep denied, just walks up and gets it. This is disaster. This is completely gonna change the pace of Invoker's game, the fact that he's not able to see us at all. He did harass the Ricky quite a bit, and there's a million creeps under tower, so you can try and be bothersome now.
So he's trying to do here with this cold snap.
Yeah, but you can see he just shrugs off the damage. He has 11 armor. Got the Wraith Band and tower armor regenerating. Doesn't even care that much about all these auto attacks.
Yeah, just wants to go and hit his creeps, right?
Yeah, he's got his eyes on the prize. The CS is all you want. More last hits. Oh my god, this is so dirty to watch. 20-11, 10-3.
Feels bad.
We'll see if Analog can find a break. A little bit of focus on silence now, though.
Got another disruption being used over an FCR, and he's got 4 stacks of Shadow Poison. It's not too bad considering it's only level 2, so.
Yeah, didn't get level 3 on it yet when it really starts hurting a lot, but still gonna do a bit of damage to him. He has a salve, can't salve up.
Top lane's been pretty crazy. Like, I've been watching these guys just beat away at each other, and no one's died just yet. But it's just a constant fearing of, like, regen between the two.
There's a lot of HP trading happening, but Murta ultimately is, you know, pretty happily farming, but Bristleback getting a great start here thanks to how Ari has played the lane. So, yeah, nobody really getting shut down here. Bottom lane again.
Bottom lane, they're trying to make plays over onto Whitemon. King RD, though, forced back. A good bash here from FCR. He's just a little bit more, and he's maybe one more hit. And he just can't get it because of the salve. Now he's probably going to die for this. He's not careful. King RD is still nearby. There's not much he can do, so just like that.
Oh, look at Weaver, though. He's going to go in under tower here pretty aggressively, I think. He has a lot of stick charges, and he doesn't want to let them farm for free. Super low HP.
Nice playing pretty conservatively, though.
Yeah, I think maybe he could even push himself a little bit more with the 15 stick charges.
I mean, there's no regen left on either one of these guys. FCR doesn't have any charges even. Whitemon will just get himself denied here. But King RD...
Get back to full top again. We see the calling being dropped down and a lot of trading, but nobody really dying just yet.
A little bit of a swoop here, trying to slow them down, but again, need to get a little bit more. He's really deep behind this tower. I mean, there's a lot of stacks on Costa.
He has Vanguard, so he can go under tower really well.
He could actually go back in for King Jungles if he really wanted to. Nah.
Yeah, he's not gonna get more, but that was a fantastic kill for them.
Well, with that 6 stick here, definitely will prove to be a bit difficult now that all those stacks have worn off.
Too long cooldown as well on the W for Treant there. Not going to be able to threaten the Bristol. He's just going to regenerate up again with the Vanguard. Feeling very, very happy. Camping the Lotus as well.
Double damage rune is available top. Looks like Analog will spy that out, but Xonite will end up losing his boots as the courier will get killed. Bottom lane again, moves on to King RD. It's fairly squishy. He's trying to stay alive here. He's already used those stick charges, but the bugs, the swarm, it's enough.
Timado is having such a great start here on bottom lane. Just able to CS non-stop and doing a lot of damage. And we see Spiritbreaker kind of struggling to harass a Weaver in lane.
I mean, it's a weird draft, but like you said, you know, the lanes are going well. It's working for them.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was like pointing out before the game started, that their lanes are strong. So TSM need this. They need to snowball off the laning stage. And now we see Ricky, first rotation towards bottom.
Yeah, we'll set him up here nicely. I got the smoke screen, dead King RD, and FCR needs to be careful too, but Brawl taking a couple of these tower shots is just gonna go. He sees the wisdom room. They teleported down Analog, rather he's made his way over. So Tomato needing to be a bit careful, only sitting at level 5, but FCR is taking too much damage. Look at this train, oh my god. No breaks over here as King Jungle's now joining in as well, but joining in is Bryo, who's in position. They will end up losing the Weaver, but if they can get this kill on King Jungles, they have the dust. Nice disruption here from Whitemon, buys just a little bit more time. They'll get the kill. And Bryo trying to just get a little bit of space here. Nicely played as he jumps down to the low ground. Should be fine. That urn charge was ticking on him. But
yeah, he missed the blood grenade. He used it during the disruption. He tried to time it perfectly before the tricks of the trade, but he got a little bit too anxious. He used it before the disruption was over. Maybe, I think that would have been enough to kill him because he was down to 50 HP on Ricky, so he would have gone down to the blood grenade as well.
They're going back in for round 2. They've got the salve and the clarity on Bryle. Smell blood in the water. Hello, King RD. A little bit of a charge here for the backstab again on King RD plus the swarm. They've got the vision. It's another kill for Bryle. And this is where things start to get real hairy, I think, Waga. You're starting to see the assassin start to snowball. And that's going to make life very difficult for Vivo Keedstars.
Yeah, this is the problem with Klinks. He's
Look, they're teleporting in. Throw down the smoke screen. They use the blood grenade. Not quite in the right position just yet, but they'll force him off.
Dust was in backpack on Shadow Demon, so he wasn't ready for that. If he had it ready, that would have been one more kill on over on the side of Invoker would have been a really nice kill as well.
Got a charge on Kasane, and they've got King RD who's up here. Analog's here too. So it looks like they're going to try to get themselves a murder on Kasane, but they back off. Phoenix is in the position to help support, and Brawl also had made his way towards the top lane.
Keystars definitely need some, like they desperately need some level 6s right now. Getting 6 on Spirit Breaker, Clinks, Tree and Protector, all these are so necessary for their lineup to even function.
Ooh, they use the dust on Analog immediately following up here with that Sunray. There's multiples here though. Art does have to use the egg as Brawl's trying to finish off Analog. They're focusing down the egg. They know they can't allow it to pop, but they've already lost Analog, and they don't manage to finish off the egg. Thanks to the fact that they've got these flame spirits here. They have to use the Icarus dive to get out as they had a massive amount of TPs. It's still not going to be enough here for Ari, but it's long enough to allow for Bryle to get the kill and get out.
That was really big. Nice usage of the egg there as well. They tried to commit through it, but a little bit too hard to kill. They have some nice stuff going as well with the potential to drop the smoke screen during the egg to mess with people trying to kill it.
It's true.
The tempo here from TSM completely different from what we saw them play last game.
If you're a TSM fan, you love to see it because you were probably real mad in that last game.
Yeah, they just looked very lost in last game. This time they're just making moves. This is what a mid Ricky does though. It's very straightforward. You get level 6 and then you move to a side lane, see what you can kill.
I'm always a bigger fan of seeing Bryle on these heroes that are way more aggressive and tempo based.
Yeah, I think it suits his style quite well.
Yeah, they're starting to converge towards this mid lane. Analog, EMP Tornado over onto R. He's got the Icarus dive, but now he just doesn't have any mana unless he pops one charges. Brow's gonna creep his way over here. He dives right underneath this tower. A bit aggressive. Whitemon's here, though, to provide any sort of save that might be necessary. And they have multiple ways to try to buy a bit more time for Bryle. King Jungles, he's looking for it. Does not have he does get the 6 now, so he could go for that overgrowth. Holding Whitemon and Kasane in position. Would be a nice tornado. Will be enough to finish off a King Jungles. He's gonna next falls. They've already lost FCR.
Oh no, King RD.
They see King RD. They had the dust. Tomato's even got the time lapse, so if he needs to, he can go and pop it. But Kasane joining in. Triple kill now for the Bristleback.
Oh, this is just absolutely crumbling so early as well. They almost needed to bring over, like...
They had everyone there.
Yeah, I don't know. They need to bring over the rotation from the side more so than just stand on their tower. The Bristleback coming in just gets on top of everyone there. And this is before Bristle has Aghanim Scepter. That's what I like to see about this as well. Bristle not waiting for that Aghanim Scepter before joining, just running towards the fight. And he had a great connection into it as well.
Nothing like a 11-minute defusal played on a mid-Ricky. Oof, things are spooky.
Yeah, at the same time, the Invoker's done a pretty good job recovering after the start we saw. He got, like, pummeled in CS. That's an impressive.
They're making moves on FCR. They have to be careful, though. King Jungles is here. Backing him up, so's Analog. He's going to go for the D-ward over in the mid lane right before it times out. We'll be able to grab the shield rune, though. A little bit more protection.
How handy to get a shield rune right after the spell is removed from the enemy team. So
that's true.
Analog gonna be happy, and the shield rune lasts for a very long time as well. I think it's what, 75 seconds or something. So
it's a decent amount.
You can make some rotations with it.
They're smoked up. We've got the dust, Bryle. Jumps on in though. He's got that defusal, like we said. Needs to be a bit careful though. Trickster Trade's gonna get used. Jumps over to Whitemon for the protection. Tornado coming in hot. Nice disruption from Whitemon. Buys him a bit more time. They still have vision. They're going to go in for the swoop. They've got the egg, the blood grenade. Bryle, he's sitting so very low. He is going to end up dying. Egg will go off, though. Rest of the team making their way over. They see King RD. They're chasing after him as Whitemon gets bashed around over here on the side. Probably going to end up dying. So it is a double kill for Analog. It's a little bit of a messy fight, but while this is going on, you've got Tomato just hitting this bottom tower. And, of course, Costa trying to recover here from the lane.
Still a very good fight there for the Keystars because they get the kill on Ricky, slow down his tempo, get that kill streak gold as well. And sure, you leave some time for the Weaver to be hitting creeps, but I think you're happy with just focusing on shutting down the Ricky. The bigger problem right now, though, is this Bristleback has been completely unanswered, and he's got an entire Aghanim Scepter at 13 minutes.
Yeah, that is a problem for sure.
Yeah, we're going to have to
Jump
be following him a
bottom.
bit.
The hunch is on. FCR has no mana. He's silenced. And another click. This little assassin adds another name to his list. Chasing after King Jungles. They've got nice vision, though. They know that they're on their way.
Wisdom Rune in 10,
Around. They'll
5.
drop their own sentry.
Successful steal.
Tomato happily will just clean up their creeps over here on the side.
Yeah. Even a haste rune top. Phoenix is going to be the one to take it and just rush towards the fight.
King RD about to get sandwiched over here. They do have the dust, but doesn't quite connect as they're making their way. They want this mid tower, it feels like. Look at Bryo's positioning. He's waiting on the high ground, knows that someone's going to appear here eventually. So they jump onto Kasami. And again, this is a bristleback, though. He's super tanky. So they have the Sunray. They've already taken down King RD. FCR, next one to fall, because Bryo just has this freedom to be able to jump around. King Jungle's clicked away here by Tomato. One more click will do the trick. They're after Costa now, and this is going to be a team wipe.
Oh boy, they tried to commit for the Bristleback there, but he gets the click off on Bristleback. So he starts shooting out all these quills, bringing people low, and it was the easiest job ever for his team to just clean that up. They had to have known that there were so many people nearby, and like Bristle is not the ideal target for a team fight.
He's the only one who is presenting himself, and even though he does die, that is absolutely okay. You gotta be feeling pretty good. Ari, we'll have the Icarus dive in a moment. He's being charged. He's being tracked by King RD.
He's creeping behind him, hunting. They should be able to bring him down here, I think, even though he has his spells.
You don't want to waste an egg on that. You know you're dead.
Yeah, no need for even Spirit Breaker to have his ulti as it's still cooling down, but very nice and quick kill. Same time though, TSM, they're taking over the enemy area really well here, farming the enemy ancient stack, using their time really well.
Costa. White Mon trying to get close enough so he can open up. Doesn't even need that disruption here, as immediately they'll go use Pierce the Veil. But the positioning is just so good. Do they have anything to cancel out this TP though?
Oh,
no, they don't get in time because of the calling.
The calling caught him there. If he had Ether Lens on the SD, that would have been an easy disruption, but he just barely steps into it a little bit there.
This is what I like to see though. Bryle already on the hunt. He's like, okay, we didn't get Costa. Hello, FCR. Is there anybody else around? Doesn't look like it. Let me see what I can do here. It's giving off a couple of these clicks. They do have King RD on the way. They'll use the dust on Bryle, but he immediately disjoints it, or rather jumps back in here with King RD. But they have the Sunray. They'll try to keep him alive a little bit longer. Don't quite manage it though. As now White Mon and Ari. Can Tomato? Oh, yes he can. Yes he can. They'll turn back around, get themselves a kill on King RD, but everybody else has already left.
I think lose the support at the end of the day, but again, they get a takedown over on the Ricky here. So, small silver linings here for Keepstars, but in the grand scheme of things, they're massively losing control of the game right now. And they need to, somehow get towards the point where they can make their own moves. That was a nice counter gank, and the counter ganks are working pretty well for them. But right now, they can't really threaten the Weaver at all, or even the Bristle.
They have a whole Gleipnir on Tomato now, too. That's so much more control and damage.
You have to go for Gleipnir here. When you have no stuns at all, you need some other form of control, so you solve it with items.
I mean, that's what Kuro always says, right? He's like, why would I pick a hero with a stun when I could just buy a stun?
Yeah, that's...
Didn't work out for him right now, but...
If you win laning stage this hard, then it works out. If you lose laning stage, that mentality quickly falters.
It's a charge over on Tomato. He's got dust. He's gonna get jumped on here. Plus the Sunstrike. Oh, but not quite enough damage to finish him off. So we'll just use that time lapse and be absolutely fine.
He didn't magic stick for mana. He could have magic stick for mana to try and get the ulti earlier there.
There's a Roche going on though here. Bryle, Kasane, and Ari, they can take this pretty fast with all that nasty nasal goo.
Yeah, having the shard as well, allowing you to go up to 7, bringing him down to minus 16 armor here. So Roche falling really, really fast.
He's naked, essentially. TP down, or rather the portal down to the bottom. They know there's multiples here. They are smoked. Ari going to lead the charge. King Jungles will slowly start to pick up these lotuses. They know they're over here, but they don't quite get the vision. Bryle does see him. Will most likely just be still a dead King Jungles, but
Yeah, no way
dead
out of that
support.
one. That was a good call by Ari. He dove in immediately, or he walked in, realized the unsmoke, dove in and called for Ricky to go for the kill there. And now moving in towards the tier 2 tower. I don't really think you're in fighting shape over on Keystars here. Looks like they're trying to make a move towards the Weaver.
Radiant are scanning.
Bryle also making a beeline over though too.
He could die here if they get the ulti off this time.
Sunstrike, the
he pushed it.
no, he shouldn't survive here, and there's the follow-up because the team was in a good position. King RD going to die again. FCR also just toast. Double kill for Tomato. The tables have turned. Now they've got
boy.
a gem over on Phoenix. This just gets harder and harder. There's no space that is safe now for the side of Keystars.
Yeah, they're quickly solving all their problems on TSM, and the coordination just a little bit off there. The Sunstrike is hard to place when you have a Spirit Breaker charging in and then he wants to ulti as well. But missing the Sunstrike, they
Bryle.
just can't bring him down.
Bryle finds Analog. He's got Dust. They've got the Gleipnir. They've got damage. Everything they need to kill this Invoker.
Quick takedown again. Ricky
No, they
just
just
running
take
around,
some
causing
towers.
mayhem.
Kasane here is just not afraid at all. Knows that Whitemon's nearby. He's gonna get bonked, but does not care. Again,
Dire's bottom
Yeah, he
tower
throws
is
so
under
many
attack.
quills so quickly with Shard and the Aghanims. If you stick around, you might just get like 10 quills on you in a matter of seconds.
and he's also got an Aegis, so he's gonna come right back up again and just continue the assault.
He's gonna go for the steal here on the enemy Tormentor as well. Something Crystal
Ari.
can do.
Nice, safe on his side of the river. And it feels like they're a little scared, like he can't possibly be alone. There's always someone with him. Nice shard. A good one for Phoenix. Get that extra little bit of heal.
Yeah, get the blind as well.
The blind too, yeah.
Nice.
Found Tomato. Can they actually get him this time, though, is the question. No, they can't. Drops the Gleipnir, starts running away. Good tornado coming out from Analog. They need to probably protect this Weaver, but they just don't quite have it just yet. Okay, there it is. Finally, they'll get that kill streak.
Such a costly move, though. They lose. Meanwhile, bottom Costa Bill as well, as he's trying to farm the enemy territory, but Ricky, he sniffed him out, just running around.
I would really love to see TSM just group up at this point. Like, they're so far ahead. They've got an Aegis on this bristle.
I don't think they need to, though. I think they're playing the correct way. They're
Okay.
basically finding anyone who's trying to place
The
graphical on.
duels. The Phoenix duels. How many
Yes.
times has King RT died now? It's like 10 deaths.
Yeah, he's at 10 deaths at 21 minutes. This Clinks is just not working out at all. And that's one of the dangers of picking Clinks, I feel. In laning stage, it can be absolutely punished by some strong lane combination. And if you don't get your level 6 early, then Clinks becomes food.
Yeah, he's definitely struggling this time around. Smoke up over on the side of TSM as they're going to try to see if anybody is in this jungle in the deeper parts.
Yeah, they saw Murta bottom now, but they also realize he probably won't step out bottom. They have a ward watching that area, so they're hovering top, looking for anyone who comes up there.
Still have about a minute left on the Aegis.
Middle tower is under
Costa
On it.
Bill,
This
don't do it.
bristle.
Don't go out there.
Oh God,
It's
he's
dangerous.
going for a Costa. No,
Oh no, they stepped into the
Costa,
trap.
don't you know who's here?
He force-staffed even.
Oh yeah. Here comes Bryle with the sunray, the blind, everything, the silence. Pierceville's gonna get used, but just kind of biding his time because they'll still get a kill.
Radiant's
This is really despair for him. He can't find anywhere on the map that
Like
is safe.
moments
Meanwhile,
before
you have
the
Kasane
disaster.
just, doing whatever he wants.
They're gonna chase after FCR. Tomato's here. He's got the Gleipnir. He's got the clicks. Bulldozo coming in handy. We'll try to chase after him. This does so much damage. He's gonna be able to run it. Think he's okay? No, he's not. Never mind. Just kidding.
Yeah. Meanwhile, King RD happy that Kasane doesn't have a dust on him, so he's gonna stay alive on the Clinks this time.
This feels like a horror show.
Yeah,
Like,
it
how
certainly
long
is.
can you stay alive? Are we playing Dead by Daylight? Because that's what it feels like. The hunters are just chasing after them. No care in the world. Look at Kasane, man. He's just like, I do not care. I am in your base, in your trees. I am going to murder you with Bryle. The hunt is on. The damage is real.
He just wants to hide. The poor little tree. He's just trying to be one of the stationary trees, you know? Safe from
He's
all
like,
the
I'm not a
quills.
sentient tree. I'm just a normal tree.
Yeah. Regular. Now they're starting to actually do some damage into a tier 3 here as well. After killing the opponents 31 times here in only 23 minutes. They hit a little bit onto the buildings, but back out. It's not really a pushing draft. It's a pick-off draft, and they know that somewhere out there, there's someone farming. And it's true. Lynx is farming the enemy ancients.
Dire's middle
And that just makes me think of like, have you ever seen the animated film Fievel?
Yes, I have, yeah.
I don't know what it sounds like in Swedish. I don't know if you saw it in Swedish.
It's great.
But the Somewhere Out There song, somewhere out there, someone's, you know. All right, Bryle jumping in the middle of everyone. Kasane's here, though, providing the backup. Bryle has to be careful, though. He's sitting a little bit low. Should be able to get over to the high ground, potentially. Overgrowth, though, from King Jungles, plus that big sun. Oh, man. They'll finish him off. White Man protecting himself, as now King Jungle's getting chased after by Kasane.
Oh,
Somehow White Man's still alive, but they got King RD, they got Analog. And they're looking for more. Oh, God, he's going back in. FCR. Too greedy, my dude. Way too greedy.
Gets caught by the Gleipnir
indeed.
again there. He tried to get the Shadow Demon who had 50 HP, but the Gleipnir catches him.
Too
So
greedy.
doesn't even get that. And this game fell apart too hard on laning stage. I don't know, the bottom lane being such a despair and then the mid being a complete clobbering and CSing.
Yeah.
It's okay to lose one lane really bad, but if you lose 2 lanes really bad, then Dota becomes extremely hard. And I don't even want to say that they won top, because that bristleback was completely free. So it's essentially just win 3 lanes and then turn that into a lot of aggression. It's working out great here for TSM.
Got a 94% win rate, or win probability. Sorry, I always say win rate. Win probability right now for TSM. They are just in the driver's seat right now.
scanning.
See a bit of a catch or a replay here on the catch on the top.
I mean, that kill on Bryle, very much needed. But there's just so much going on here.
Every time they kill someone, they lose like 4 heroes though, so
Yeah.
it's very, very costly for them. The egg dropped and they just all had to run.
Plus the Sunray on top of that too. God, that's such a good shard. Yeah, you see, they're not happy about that.
Oh, in the game now, bottom, they're being chased. Ricky on
Bryle.
the hunt again.
We'll go for the dust on Analog. Just find it.
Ricky's
Gonna
in.
make the play. Okay, good. Forced forward here, but not enough.
And Kasane again with level 2
God,
crowd.
they're just going onto the back lines onto Costa. They completely dive past the tower. This is a disaster for Costa. He's dead.
Dire's bottom tower
Oh boy, and they have creeps in the base as well, so this is 43 seconds, no carry, and they're just starting to push, finally hitting into the towers a bit here. And Keepstar's looking completely lost on the map. They do not know how to get back into this game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower.
I mean, they don't know how to deal with these heroes. Like, that's a problem. You gotta... you know, if this was a core clings, that double damage sure looks pretty nice, but...
Are fortified.
Yeah, it doesn't do too much for him here.
No,
It's a little bit of
not
damage,
to
but
sport.
Kasane is very tanky with the Bloodstone as well.
FCR thinking about it. Jumps over onto Kasane. Got a lot of damage, but it just... the
Bloodstone.
coils are real! Oh my god, they rip apart this poor tree, and Bryle still wants Analog. He's chasing deep into the woods, but it's like they'll respect it. They'll go and just start hitting these buildings, but you can tell Bryle's hungry.
Dios. Yeah, that was an easy turnaround for him there. They're trying to somehow get the creeps out of their base, because if they can stop the backdoor somehow
Look at
here.
this. Tomato's just going right, a good dead shot here to slow him down, but they could just go right here in mid, and you just watch Tomato just like, oh, hey, there's a hero there. Let's go kill him too.
Yeah, they have the Lincolns on Tomato as well, so he can be very confident just attacking here. And we saw what happens when they go on Kasane. That can easily backfire. He has the Vampire Fangs as well as the Bloodstone, and full Kaya Sanj for amplification on that lifesteal as well. So he's healing incredibly fast if there are a few heroes nearby.
I mean, he's got boots level 2, and this is, I mean, I feel like this is like the Kasane special at this point, but it's doing so much more than that Tide Hunter did. Look at this, in the middle of like pretty much everyone, although Bryle does need some assistance. He's over on the back lines. Disruption from White Man, though. keeps him alive a little bit longer. As the egg goes off over on the backline's brow, he's sitting very low, but he's still alive. He manages to get out, as now they'll finish off the tree. They've taken down Costa during all of this, and they can still see Analog. They've got a way to cancel it out. This is going to be a dead Invoker.
Yeah.
So much going on during that fight.
This is so rough to watch. They just cannot fight at all. The Bristol almost insta-killed the Murata. She had to use ulti and Hurricane Pike just to get away, but then came the Gleipnir from the Weaver there as well, keeping her in
Oh,
place.
geez, FCR. I mean, he's doing a good job of distracting them from hitting the buildings right now, but it's not going to take much to get that kill.
Yeah, no, he's only a little snack for them before they go for the buildings. Back they go, focusing. They have no mana because they've killed them so many times.
Just a little bag of
has
bones.
used up his entire mana pool over and over here.
It's fine. Kasane's got mana. He's the one hitting these towers half the time anyways.
He's definitely happy to just be standing there. They don't really have any form of solution to this Bristleback at this point.
They do not. We'll throw out a cheeky tornado, but seem too concerned about it. We'll take a little bit of damage here from the calling, but Tomato can sit outside. Kasane just does not care. He's just taking a bath in the middle of the soup.
Yeah, very easy for him to just keep standing here and
I think they just go for the end here. They can go for this victory. Gleipnir, look at this. Costa can't stand here at all. Already the tree's dead. Costa, Nullifier's done. They're going to try to chase him into his own base. And there'll be multiple buybacks. They are unhappy about this. Costa, though, somehow still alive during all this thanks to that living hell.
he's going for foul play. He's trying.
He's trying. He's getting so much damage. Oh my god, it's a triple kill. Somebody killed this man. Ryle taking some of this damage.
And
he is just taking a bath. And there it is. There's the GG. TSM. They got their shit together and they came